What is going on, guys? Welcome to another ICC Cricket World Cup 2019 video. I'm your host, Team Tan 1 side, Tan Tiger 01, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, Tan Tiger 01, Twitch at Instam1, follow me on Instagram as well, and hit that bell notification button. Today we're going to be talking about, or we're going to be looking at the South African squad selected for the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019. Let's get straight into it. The captain is Faf du Plessis, 34 years of age. Might have one more World Cup in him, but I would say consistent middle order batsman. Maybe not as much of a big hitter, but definitely once he gets in, he's one of the more difficult batsmen to dislodge. And I would say, in terms of his bowling, I would not expect him to bowl leg breaks, but in terms of his batting abilities, you have a good captain over there, who can lead the team and who can also hold down a fort in a time of, you know, possible crisis. Lead the team with a captain's innings and whatnot. Very capable of that. Hashim Amla, it is good to see him getting back into the thick of things, into some decent form in the warm-up matches. Maybe he has one more World Cup in him. I'll get to why that maybe exists after I go through one more person. But maybe this is his last World Cup anyway. So once this man gets going, there is nothing stopping Hashim Amla. Yes, his hand-eye coordination has been a little bit of suspect, in modern times, but he is trying to make a good comeback in terms of his hand-eye coordination and his timing. So if the conditions are not too seamer or spinner friendly, I would say once he gets set in, don't be surprised if South Africa even post a total of 400. One on the back of Hashim Amla. Second on the back of QDK, Quinton de Kock, the wicketkeeper batsman. This man is getting better and better. Okay, and he's still young. He's like 26 years old. So Quinton de Kock, one of the momentum impact openers for South Africa, and people like these actually make South Africa in a status that I will put in at the end of the video. Sorry about that. Okay, you have QDK. Next, uh, JP Duminy. He's actually making a bit of a comeback. I'm not too sure how effective he is going to be. Although, yeah, he can be very handy as a bowler and a batsman. But here's the thing. As a bowler, he's a spinner. Maybe you needed at least one off spinning all rounder. Maybe that's why he's picked. But I would still consider him quite handy, although I would presume his batting will come much more into importance and much more into demand than his bowling. Because when it comes to spin bowling, I think they have it locked down with Imran Tahir, the next person, and he is 40 years old. And this is why I keep saying other people they might they might have one more World Cup left in him, because Imran Tahir, he just turned 40 a few days ago, and he's still going. So, and he is their prominent leg spinner. How effective he is going to be in this tournament, we'll see. But one thing we've seen in this warm-up matches, I don't know how true this is going to be in the regulation matches, but in the warm-up matches, we have seen that yes, there is something in it for the bowlers from time to time, from day to day, and from sometimes from hour to hour as well, from power play to power play as well. So Imran Tahir, if he can get the ball turning, there's no stopping him. Okay. Aiden Markram, also a guy with a good amount of potential, opening batsman. In fact, I think like if Hashim Amla doesn't open, he might come in number 3. You might see Aiden Markram open. How effective he is going to be? Is he going to be as good as Quinton de Kock? I'm not too sure. The little bit I've seen of Aiden Markram, he has the potential to actually score at a at a fast pace, at a brisk pace. Get those singles, get those boundaries in. So none of these batsmen could be taken lightly. David Miller, I think like Miller the Thriller or Miller the Killer or something like that. Okay, this is your lower middle order stroke maker or pure middle order stroke maker who can hit those big sixes and basically get you a good total. Like, accelerate the innings or change the momentum of an innings, change the direction of an innings, or even, shift the pressure of an innings from the batting side to the bowling side. Because if this guy scores a quick fire 50 or 60 or 70, lot of pressure on the bowling side. So very, very important guy to look out for. Chris Morris, I believe he will be the first change. He might be the opening bowler, no, he might be actually the first change bowler. I don't see him being the opening bowler. But if he plays on the side. But I wouldn't bank too much on his batting than his bowling. His bowling, he can be a handy bowler, a bit above utility in terms of fast bowling. Lungi Ngiri. This person, I would say he's a bit inexperienced and he's a bit too young. He might not play in the playing 11, the opening playing 11. He might be a substitute for people who get injured or if they want to try out something different. Because South Africa, their warm-up games are over. They won the first one, the second one got washed out. So their warm-up games are over. And by the way, with regards to today's warm-up game, okay, yeah, it got washed out. Yeah, kind of bad for Bangladesh. They didn't get a warm-up in, but whatever. It would have been nice for them to get a warm-up in, but let's see what happens against India. Yeah, most likely Bangladesh will lose, India will win, but like I said, this is a warm-up contest. This is just to get your feet wet. Okay. Then we have Andile or Andal Pehlakwayo. No, Pehluk Pehlukwayo. Okay. Yeah, it's not Pehlukwayo. It's Pehlukwayo. Okay. Hard P. Okay. This man might actually be in an opening 11. Good fast bowler, maybe not as effective as a Dale Steyn, but still a good person to have in the ranks and to have as a first change seam bowler. Very like it can be very effective. Okay, then you have Dwayne Pretorius. Unfortunately, I don't know 30 30 years of age. Unfortunately, I don't know too much about him, so I'm not going to speak too much. But he's supposedly a medium fast bowler. Pretorius. So let's see how good he performs. Okay, Kahiso. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. Rabara, the wiry, the fiery fast bowler. A lot of people are penciling this guy as perhaps the best pace bowling performer in the World Cup. He will he will be the most dangerous pace bowler in this World Cup, and I don't doubt them because Rabada is just getting better and better. He's learning a lot more and more and more, and he's slowly getting himself to that position where he can take the position of a Dale Steyn, but not yet. And he's also not. He's also like proving himself to be like better than your average tailender with the bat as well. Then we have Tabraya Shamsi. I will have to say this is the weak link of the. This is the weak link of the South African side, because unfortunately I don't think that highly of him as a left arm spinner. But he bowls a left arm Chinaman, so on his day he can be good. But considering what I have seen of Tabraya Shamsi, more often than not he actually gets hit. He actually gets taken to the cleaners. Dale Steyn. I have a feeling last World Cup, 35 years old. Okay, does he still have the fire in him? Does he still have the venom in him? Does he still have one more dominant tournament in him? Does he still have one more performance in him to show the world why people should fear Dale Steyn while batting? We will just see. He's also coming back from a bit of a layoff, due to injury and whatnot, recovery and whatnot. But we'll see. And finally, we have Razi van der Dossen. I'm sorry, I have he's the opening batsman. I'm sorry, I don't have any idea of this person. I'm not that in tune with South African cricket, so I can't tell you too much. Okay, there's another player who got pulled. I'm surprised Vernon Philander was not in this squad, so maybe he has an injury issue. So my overall assessment of this South Africa squad, I will say the strongest dark horse. Their chances of choking, you never know. You really never know. This could be the tournament where South Africa finally wins their first world championship, because a lot of people say South Africa over the ages, the best squad never to have won the World Cup. A lot of people agree with them. Maybe this is the tournament. Maybe they do beat in New Zealand. Maybe they do beat in England. Maybe they do beat in India, and finally they have a validation to all their hard work of cricket and all their history of cricket, as turbulent as it was. Here's hoping that South Africa put up a very good performance, and personally, for me, just not at the expense of Bangladesh. Alright, that's about it. Let me know what you thought about this South African squad in the comment section below. And how far do you see this South African squad going? If your boy James Tamwant and Reside, the Bengal Dragon signing out, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit that bell notification button, and do share this video as well.